Okay, so you have ink.
Yes, quite a few.
Okay.
I have a few of them. Some that are visible.
Okay.
This is my mental health awareness.
Okay.
The ribbon is supposed to be green. It's a little faded at this point, but that is for your mental health awareness.
Okay.
Each heart represents a different type. There's suicide, self-harm, bipolar, anxiety, and depression.
Okay.
There will be other parts added to that. We've had more diagnoses in the family.
Okay.
But it represents something that either I suffer from, my husband suffers from, or my daughter suffers from.
Okay.
Excuse me. And so that's kind of my life is hard, but we can get through this because we're not alone. Which also links into the semicolon. My daughter, my husband, and I all have the semicolon on the same wrist.
Okay. Okay.
I have this one. You can see it and read it.
Not all wounds and illnesses are visible.
Which is also linked to mental health.
Okay.
Mental health is something that we've struggled with in my family. I struggle with it. My daughter struggles with it. And it's something very dear to me. And I'm a huge advocate for better health, for mental health. So I wear them proudly. I have a phoenix on my hip.
Okay.
Got that one from my first divorce.
Okay.
Because, well, out of the ashes you rise anew. Out of something horrible, you can be something different, something better, something stronger, something just more. I also have a passion flower on my hip.
Okay.
And it's funny because it's the Mexican passion flower. It's the one that represents the life, death, and resurrection of Christ. Each piece of the flower represents something. There are 33 things for the 33 years he lived. There are the 3 things for the 3 nails that nailed him to the cross. There are 3 something else that represents the 3 days that he was in the tomb. So it was my, okay, this is my faith, and this is the representation from my point of view on it. I'm a huge flower person.
Okay.
So it was an easy way for me to link that into, well, this is my faith. I have that one. My daughter has one that is very similar, only her light bulb is broken and the dandelion is flying off.
Okay.
She is the wish that I made. Wishing for a better life, wishing for better things for her. So she and I have a similar but not matching tattoo. And then I have, I don't know if I can pull it far enough,
That's okay.
the world with the angel wings.
Uh-huh.
That is for my daughter. It represents, she is my earth angel. I tried to commit suicide twice before I found out I was pregnant with her. And when I found out, I was 3 months pregnant. She's the reason I'm still here. So she has always been my earth angel, and that's what I've called her since the day she was born. I have a monkey for one of my sons,
Okay.
and it's got his initials and
Okay, so
his date of birth.
Okay.
But from the day I started to feel him move, I've always called him a little monkey.
Okay.
And he has held
Has he
true
lived
to
up to
that.
it?
He has held to that because from the moment his feet touched the floor and he was able to move, if his hands could touch it, he climbed it. And I do have several more in the works, just
Okay.
haven't had the time to get them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I've got I've got Dumbo for my other son,
Okay.
and his is linked to the movie because Baby of Mine was the song that I sang him when I still do. He's 7 and I still sing it to him, so I can't lie. I have a clock in the works. My husband helped design that one because it's gears, and he's a steel draftsman, but he understands mechanics.
Okay.
And my big thing is I wanted it to, if it were a physical thing, it had to work. Each gear was linked to another gear, and I wanted to make sure that all the gears would move, that there wouldn't be a bind somewhere if it was a physical thing. It will have a clock on the face of it that will sit at 1:15. 2017, July 21st at 1:15, I listened to my dad's heart stop beating. Hardest day of my life. He fell, hit his head. They gave us 3 hours.
So that was not expected.
No. And at 1:15, every July 21st, it hits me like a ton of bricks. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm not paying attention to the clock, but at 1:15, I get hit. But that one is for him. I have a set of wings that I am going to get on the back of my calves, and underneath them it'll say Daddy's Girl,
Okay.
because I was the baby
Your
and
daddy's girl.
I was Daddy's little girl.
Uh-huh.
And so my dad was my superhero. I mean, he was Superman to me. So I want the world to see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the world to understand that you can look at somebody and think, they're normal. They've got their stuff together. Look at them. And deep down on the inside, they're crumbling. And you never know. I'm very open about my mental health and the struggles that I have from it, which I think makes it easier for other people to pull that stigma off of it and go, okay, well, she can hold a job, but she still struggles. She can have a family, but she still struggles. And it pulls a lot of that, oh, well, you have this disorder, you can't do anything. You're worthless. You're useless.
Yeah.
And it pulls that stigma off of it. And that's kind of what I want everybody to see, is that just because we have these disorders, my brain works differently from your brain. My body may work differently from your body. But it's okay. God created us all. Everybody's different. And I don't feel like he made a mistake. We just all have different struggles.